guys, it's Asian Homie 101. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a review of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup, and I'm in the shade, or I was in the shade Sand 1W2. This is currently a little too light for me. This is my winter shade of foundation. And so yeah, on the Estee Lauder website, it claims to have 15-hour staying power, flawless all day. This worry-free, long-wearing makeup stays fresh and looks natural through the heat, humidity, and non-stop activity. Won't change color, smudge, or come off on clothes. Feels lightweight and comfortable. Now the flawless look you see in the morning will be the look you keep all day. So it looks like there is about a good number of shades. I'm counting, if I'm counting correctly, it looks like it is about 30 shades in total, with a lot of variety of skin tones, which is very good. You know, for a foundation, you want to find it'll be easier to find a match for you, that is. So the price of it is $37. The size of it is 1 ounce, like a traditional foundation would have. Most foundations are 1 ounce, as that is, or 1 ounce is 30 mils. And so yeah, this packaging is a nice, you know, elegant packaging that you would expect, a glass top. However, my biggest gripe about the packaging, no pump. And what does no pump mean? You cannot guarantee the amount of foundation that you get out of it. So when you can't really control the amount of foundation you come out of it, there's two things that usually happens. One is that you end up wasting foundation because you end up grabbing too much, and you waste foundation, or you apply too much on your face, or two, you use way too little foundation. Now for this one, Estee Lauder Double Wear, using too little foundation doesn't really apply, because honestly a little of this baby goes a long way. You can easily get medium coverage without even trying. Getting full coverage is something very easily done with this foundation. This will give you a beautiful full coverage foundation, full coverage face, and it gives me more of a satin finish. It doesn't really give me more of a completely matte finish, but you can get a completely matte finish by powdering your face and ensuring, you know, just ensuring the longevity of the staying power. Now, talking about staying power, this foundation lasts pretty decently on my skin without breaking down, without any primer or setting spray or setting powder. This probably lasts about 8 hours before any of that happens, which is okay, but it isn't the best foundation that I've had that staying power. Of course, if you want to improve the longevity, you can prime, you can find a setting powder, you know, to use, and you can use a setting spray in order to ensure that your makeup stays there the whole time. I usually just set my Estee Lauder with either the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and maybe I use the Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray, but so yeah, usually I've just started getting back into the groove of priming now that it's summer. So that's that. Packaging looks. This looks, like I said before, this looks pretty good on my skin. I would say that you can tell that there's makeup on my face. It isn't a heavy coverage foundation, which is something I really like about this. It doesn't feel too heavy. I don't think it gives me really a cakey look. It looks like I'm wearing an insane amount of makeup. You can tell I'm wearing makeup, but you can't tell I'm wearing, holy crap, that girl's wearing a lot of makeup. My blush and my bronzer and my highlighter, all my face products that I decided to put on it, wears really well on this. It stays pretty well. It stays about 6 hours, which is what you would normally expect for a blush, a traditional blush to have. And let's see, what else do I have on the list that I need to talk about? And so my overall feeling on this foundation is that I do recommend this foundation. I think it's a really good foundation. However, I will not repurchase this foundation. And the reason why I will not repurchase this foundation is that I feel like, honestly, it isn't unique on the market enough for me to repurchase it. I feel like I have another foundation, which I'll talk to you about in a bit, that does the same job, is cheaper, has the same amount of quality, has a pump, and won't break my bank, and looks just as good, if not better, and has better staying power, and it's just better overall than this foundation. And I honestly find I will finish this up, don't get me wrong, and I do enjoy this foundation whenever I use it, whenever I apply it. It feels luxurious on your skin. It doesn't break me out. I don't have any issues in that front. It's just I have something better for me, and it's the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. This foundation is a bit thicker than the Estee Lauder foundation. The Estee Lauder foundation is very liquidy, so it's actually really easy for you to get a lot of product out. But at the end of the day, this is a fraction of the cost. This costs about $10 rather than the Estee Lauder costing $37, and that's a really hefty price for a foundation in general. And when you're having a foundation that's $30-something, almost $40, you want to have a foundation that makes such an impact on your life that you don't know what you're going to do without it. And honestly speaking, while this is a nice addition to my to have, it isn't, oh my god, what am I going to do without it? I am about to run out of this, and I am feeling panicky now. I want to buy 2 more of these to ensure that this doesn't get discontinued, things of that nature. And you know, like, I just honestly don't feel like this is a complete necessity for me. Yes, it's good for oily skin girls. I highly recommend it for oily skin girls. If you are dry, I wouldn't necessarily recommend. If you're normal to dry, I'd say it probably is okay. We were experiencing some rather dry weather here in Florida, and with proper moisturization and proper exfoliation, I feel like this could work. But just be very careful, and definitely get a sample of this if you are going to try this at your Estee Lauder counter. Because for almost $40 and you're spending on foundation, you want to make sure that it's a foundation that A, works for you, and B, it's for your skin tone and matches your face, at least for the time being. For me now, I can only use this if I am mixing it with my MAC Pro Longwear concealer, which would mean that I'm getting a lot of coverage from this foundation, which already has a lot of coverage already. But so yeah, I do enjoy this foundation a lot, don't get me wrong. I highly recommend for you if you're looking for a high-end foundation to try that as full coverage. However, I'm still going to head back to my drugstore foundation that is my holy grail, and I will continue to hold every foundation to this standard right here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. Please let me know if there's any other makeup products you would like me to review, and so yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.